MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. A good one on tap for you this afternoon between the Chicago Cubs and the Miami Marlins. Major League Baseball on the Show starts now. Michael McKee is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the Marlins. Dan, any thoughts?
This guy's kind of hard to figure out. You'd think most pitchers would love pitching in their home ballpark, but he struggled at home so far this season. There hasn't been a lot of home cooking for this guy, and that's something he needs to turn around in a big way.
Ready now, J.C. Embry, and we are ready for some daytime baseball. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Popped him up. Stassi has a play. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Batting seventh, the third baseman, Freddie Santiago.
At the plate, Freddie Santiago. He was 1 for 4 with a 2-bagger in yesterday's game. Here's the first pitch to him. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. These Marlins, as they take the field this afternoon, despite the loss last time out, they'd won 4 in a row, so they'd been on a nice little roll here.
Yeah, Matty, this is the big one right here. They've split the first 2 games of this series. You want to steal one right here and be feeling good about yourself.
Yeah, Dero, I think one of the things you want to do, you get to the third game, you'd like to win this series and finish it off by winning game 3. It's always nice to win a series, whether it's at home or on the road, so this is a big one for this ball club.
Now the 0-2 pitch. Liner towards second. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit.
Dan, count goes out the window with this batter right here. It doesn't matter if it's 0-2, 2-0. He's locked.
He has great bat-to-ball skills. There are some guys that just have a knack, Dero, of being able to get the barrel of the ball, and this is one of those guys.
Into the box now, Pete Armstrong, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Santiago leads off first with 1 away. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. Throw over to first, and he's back in standing. And there's ball 2 now.
Hey, he threw that pitch with a purpose to get a double play. Good job to let it go by, though, as a hitter.
Throw over to the bag, and he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. Runners on first with 1 down. All even now, 2-2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Chopped to third. Tough to get to. To second for 1. On to Rizzo, but a little slow in developing as they'll just get the 1 out.
It's really tough to double up a guy with the speed that he has, and he was hustling all the way on this ground ball, so they should be happy they at least got the guy out at second. It'll be interesting now to see if he tries to use that speed again and swipe a bag and get into scoring position.
Here's a look over to first, and he'll dive back in. Perhaps wisely, another look to first. And he has to dive, but he's back in easily. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Sammy Sosa is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. And he misses low with it, 2-0.
You thank your lucky stars when you get a chance to hit behind a guy with as much speed as he has on first base. The entire defense is on guard, and you know probably there's a fastball coming.
Swung on, missed, 2-1.
Hey, this pitcher better be careful right here. My man at the plate is not trying to push something to the opposite field.
Now the 2-1 pitch. And there he goes towards second. Strike taken. The throw is not close as he's in there with a stolen base.
Good steal of second there, and that really sets up the middle of this order to drive in a run and break this scoreless ball game. Always great if you can score first early in the game.
And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2.
You would think in this situation, maybe with a base open, he'd just pitch around him and put him on first. But not with the guy in the on-deck circle. He's going to attack this hitter.
And the cutter got him swinging. Strike 3, and the side is retired. Cubs strand 1. And now the Marlins will have a crack at things. No score. Trevor Bauer is on the mound for the Cubs in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
This will be interesting. This guy won the NL Cy Young Award last year. He's a solid pitcher, man. One of the things he does, he throws the ball into the strike zone, and he's not afraid of contact. Solid pitcher.
Digging in, Brian Velez. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the Marlins, the left fielder, Brian Velez.
Now here's the pitch.
Outside. Ball.
Dan Dero, the Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon, they've got to be considered one of, if not the hottest team in baseball right now. Winners of 8 of their last 10 ball games.
What an opportunity to get a chance to put our eyeballs on one of the best teams in baseball right now. This team has played so well. Their manager has been on point. Every move he makes is working. Timely hitting. Great defense. Good bullpen. The starters have been on point. This is going to be special.
Batting second, the second baseman, J.J. Dean.
Ready now for the Marlins, J.J. Dean, and he's been tearing the cover off the ball these past few days, as you see there. The pitch.
Ha!
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Off the plate and in. Hits a ball and a strike.
1-1.
Swing and a miss on the splitter, and it's 1-2. And now a pitch on the way. Got him.
Batting third.
Into the box.
The third
Paul
baseman,
Walsh.
Paul.
He enters play hitting down in the 240s for the year. Bauer into his motion. First pitch on its way. Down the left field line and deep. And that will end up a foul ball. 2 out, nobody on. Missed low and inside with it. 1-1.
Playing 11, 1-1.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2.
1 ball, 2
Now, this pitcher's feeling the flow right now. 2 outs in the first inning. He's got really nice mechanics working right now and blew that fastball right by him.
Here he comes again, 1-2. Hit to third. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Miami down in order, and this is still a 0-0 ball game. New inning set to get underway. And next, the dangerous power threat, Sito Suzuki.
Suzuki.
Here's the pitch. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. High in the air down the right field line. And foul. The 1-1 is swung on and missed, and that's strike two. And a cut fastball, but this bounces near the plate for a ball. Hit hard on the ground to second. Scooped up. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
Batting fifth, the catcher, Jesse Padilla.
So striding forward now, Jesse Padilla. He's hitless in the first two games of the series, 0 for 8. From the stretch, here's the pitch. In there, 0-1. No score here as we play inning number 2. Hit hard up the middle. And that'll get on through into center, and he's got himself a one-out hit.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Stepping into the box, Jason Kipnis. And as you can see, he's seen that average climb the last week or so. First delivery to him on the way.
Ball.
He's running. He pulls this one into right. But the catch is made on the line out there. Will they have a shot at doubling him off first?
Batting eighth, the first baseman, Ryan.
At the plate, Ryan Buckner, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
Ball.
Now the 2-0. Popped him up. Schaefer calls for it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. One left for the Cubs. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Last half of the second set to go, and set to go is the veteran first baseman, Anthony Rizzo.
Anthony Rizzo.
Now the pitch. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball.
1 ball, no strike.
A shot down the first baseline. And a reach to his backhand, but he can't come up with it, and the leadoff man's aboard. Onto the shortstop, but thrown away.
Batting fifth, the center fielder, number 2.
Stepping in now, Christopher Coleman, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. He'll enter play with a good chance to get over 300. He's at 298. 1 home run and 4 RBIs. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
You know, from an offensive standpoint, they already knew they had their work cut out for him against a great pitcher. But if he's going to locate like that, this is going to be a tough day.
2 balls and a strike now. The 2-1 pitch. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field.
Hey, 2 runners on after back-to-back singles right there. They're in prime position to put the first run on the board right here.
Rodriguez.
At the plate now, Elvis Rodriguez, as he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball. 0-1. He comes in after a day of rest yesterday, so we'll see if it did him any good. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And this one's in the dirt. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. First and second here with nobody out. Struck him out.
He's just got great strikeout stuff. In his last start, he racked up double-digit Ks, and it looks like he could finish up in that range again here. He's really an exciting pitcher to watch when he's sending guys packing like this.
In now, Matt Schaefer, as he comes up empty on a pitch right down the middle for strike 1. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. Here's the 1-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
Now the 2-1 pitch. And he fouls this one off. The 2-2 one more time is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
That was a good job there of using the batter's aggressiveness against him. He was putting up a good fight and fouling a lot of balls off. So as a pitcher, it's a great idea to expand the zone even more and make the hitter really chase after something that's even hard to foul off.
So now to the plate, Max Stassi, as he'll take a look at ball 1. 2's all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course here in inning number 2. Here's the 1-0. Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone.
What a great opportunity to come through right here. 2-0 count, runners on base. Find something middle of the plate and let it rip.
Good pitch there on the inside. Black called the strike. Slider misses, and he's in danger of losing him here. 3-1.
3-1 here. You have to make a good pitch on the mound. Grooving one here rarely works in your favor unless the hitter tries to do too much with it.
Skied into very shallow right. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Marlins strand a pair. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. And now the Cubs pitcher, Trevor Bauer, as we are all set to begin the 3rd inning in this one.
Trevor Bauer.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. In there, 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Cubs pitcher at the plate, trailing with a 1-2 count. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Hit down the third baseline. Reined in. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
The batter, number 7, second baseman, J.C. Embry.
Standing in, J.C. Embry. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory.
Yeah, Matt, he's got to make an adjustment right here. His swing definitely broke down, dropped his back shoulder, and thus the result was a terrible pop-up foul.
Now the 1-0. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike. Grounded to the right. A dive, and he knocks it down. Throw will not be in time at first. A good effort that time, but not enough to prevent them from getting a one-out base runner.
Santiago.
At the plate, Freddie Santiago. Pitch out. Nothing doing.
1-0.
Now a throw over to first. The 1-0. There goes the runner. Pitch inside. The throw is not in time. Pretty close, but he got in there safely.
That's pretty savvy base running, right? A lot of pitchers don't throw over twice in a row, so I think he was going on first movement, and it worked out nicely.
That one's down around the knees, taken for a strike. Three and one. And that misses, ball 4. So with one out, that'll at least set up the double play possibility here that could get them out of the inning.
The center fielder, number 4, Pete
Coming to the plate now, Pete Armstrong, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. Here comes the first pitch.
Ball. Hey, this is a left-handed hitter that can fly down the line. If they want to turn 2, they're going to have to be almost perfect.
Now the 1-0.
Boy, this hole he's digging on the mound is all his doing. If you can't throw strikes, you're not going to be out there very long.
Third inning, no score to this point. And this one's over at the knees, 2-1. Man, and he's nowhere near that pitch. It's 2-2.
Guess where he's going with this next pitch? Probably a little further outside, see if the fish are still biting.
Line towards center field. But sadly for him, this will head straight to the center fielder as he puts it away without much trouble for the second out.
The right fielder, number 21, Sammy Sosa.
Into the box now, Sammy Sosa. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the third. He's set. Here it comes.
No.
2 men are on with 2 men out. A high strike there, and it's 1-1.
Ooh, that's a good pitch to take a hack at right there. Change up in the zone. He'd like to have that one back.
1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Here comes the 1-2. And this is sliced foul into the stands in right, out of play. Breaking ball misses the corner. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Good job to lay off that 1-2 breaking ball. Put himself right back in this at bat.
Grounded to third. He's got it. On to first, and the Cubs squander what looked like a good opportunity as that ends the inning. Cubs strand a couple. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Bottom of the inning now, and that'll bring up the pitcher, Michael McKee.
The pitcher, Michael McKee.
First offering on its way.
Down low.
One-zero count. Here it is. And a fastball in there for a strike. 1-1.
1-1.
Two balls and a strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
A little early, and now it's even at 2-2. Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
To the plate now, Brian Velez.
As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory.
Velez is one of those prototypical left-handed bats that really excels against right-handed pitching. Sees the ball well coming from that side. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. And this is swung on and missed. His 5th strikeout already, and there are 2 gone in the inning.
Man, I love watching a pitcher that just rears back and blows smoke by a guy at the letters. That's the ultimate challenge pitch, and for me personally, watching hitters swing and miss, man, that's a sight of beauty.
Standing in now, J.J. Dean, as he'll take a breaking ball too low, and it's 1-0. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. The 1-0.
Ball.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches, and when he's getting the ball in the zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
3-0 now.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
In there, 3-1.
You maybe get 2 pitches a game where all the guesswork goes out the window. This is certainly that situation.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Hanging curveball taken, though, for a 2nd strike.
You rarely see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and man, as a hitter, probably a good chance you're not going to see that pitch again.
This one's down to third. Fielded cleanly. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Sito Suzuki. He'll try to get it going here to begin the 4th.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these 2 teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th.
Now batting, catcher, Jesse Padilla.
Digging in, Jesse Padilla. He singled his last time up.
Yeah, guys, everyone knows he's been slumping. Dan, you can certainly attest to this, only amassing a solid 1 hit in your entire career. But pressure's off now. Maybe he gets hot.
1-0 the count. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. And they won't get him to chase the curveball in the dirt that time, and it's 2-0 now. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. Waiting his turn on deck next is Jason Kipnis. Here it is on 3-0. And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1.
Hey, he's got great feel for that pitch right there. He can throw it anytime he wants for a strike.
And the count will be full. No runs, 3 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. Weak grounder back to the mound. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Up next for the Cubs, the shortstop, Jason Kipnis.
Standing in, Jason Kipnis hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, but as he walks to the plate right here, he feels good building off that last AB. He hit that ball on the screws.
From the stretch. Cut fastball in there for a called strike. And a changeup runs inside on him as he's got to back out of the way of that one. No runs, 3 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. On to the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th. And standing in is the veteran third baseman, Paul Walsh. Here comes the first pitch. Line to the right side. And that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
Dan, that can't bother you too much as a pitcher. Guys swinging first pitch.
No, one of the things you want to do, D-Rose, you have to try to get ahead with the first pitch. You want to throw one of the first 2 pitches for strikes. Unfortunately, sometimes when you bring the ball in the strike zone, you're bound to give up some base hits, but hopefully he can minimize the damage here.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. A base hit in his first trip. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Now a curveball misses inside. One and one. Here it comes. And he's way off balance with the swing there.
Beautifully thrown splitter right there. High 80s down in the zone. Looks like a fastball coming, and then boom, the bottom falls out of it. Terrific pitch.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch.
Playing 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good, high, hard fastball.
Into the box, Christopher Coleman down the first baseline. To second for one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. One hit in the inning, but no one left. On to the top of inning number 5 we go, and we are tied 0-0. Welcome back to Miami as we check in with Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cubs to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. Despite the fact that they've yet to push a run across, the game is still tied, and the pitch count for their opposition is really getting up there. They think that making him work as hard as he has is going to pay off later in the game, and that they just need to stick to the process.
All right, thanks, Heidi.
Leading off for the Cubs.
Settling in now, Ryan Buckner. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit sharply on the ground. And a base hit, so he goes after the first pitch he sees, and he's on to open up the inning.
All right, let's see if that leadoff single gets them going right now. They've taken it on the chin for most of this game, being a little passive at the plate in their approach. Let's see if that starts them off and they start to go more ambush tactics.
In now, Trevor Bauer. This will show bunt, but pull it back for ball 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. And he pulls back the bunt attempt. 2-0.
Hate to do it, but I've got to question the pitch calling right there. With a guy like this at the plate, you got to attack him with your fastball instead of pitching him like he's a middle-of-the-order power guy.
And no take on 2-0. He's still squaring, and he gets it down. There's one. On to Rizzo, but a little slow in developing as they'll just get the one out.
He got the bunt down, but he didn't deaden it enough. Really good job by the first baseman to charge in and make a good throw to second to get the lead runner.
Now at the plate, J.C. Embry. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
Loves hitting left-handed off of right-handed pitchers, hitting over 300 against right-handed pitching.
A ball and no strikes. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Grounded up the first baseline. And Rizzo won't get to this one. It's a fair ball. And he's safe.
This is their time right here. This starting pitcher has been on point all day. Runs have been at a premium. They have an opportunity to do something special right here.
Into the box now, Freddie Santiago batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike 1. It was a walk in his last trip. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Big pitch coming up right here. He'd love for a ground ball or a strikeout.
Inside as he might be trying to set him up here 1-2.
Big spot right here. That's a great pitch to try and see if you could get him to fish outside the zone. He's still in the driver's seat right now, and I'd expect something else to miss off the plate.
Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
Well, their chances of pushing across a run took a pretty good hit after that strikeout. It's so much tougher to score a guy from third with 2 outs instead of 1. Basically, you need a hit or you need to get lucky with a wild pitch or a pass ball.
At the plate, Pete Armstrong fouled off. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Fouled away. A pause and the 0-2. Rizzo is there, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Cubs strand a couple. Halfway home, still no score. Welcome back for the bottom of the fifth. Here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the state of the Marlins offense with their manager between innings, and he told me the quality of their swings needs to improve as the game moves forward. He said they're searching for ways to drive the ball with some authority because it's just not happening for them today. They haven't gotten an extra base hit yet, so it's been a real struggle getting guys into scoring position. But the key, he said, is not to panic. Sometimes you just have to fight through the downturns and keep your focus and energy high.
All right, thanks, Heidi.
Elvis Rodriguez.
The pitch. Elvis Rodriguez is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1. The pitch.
You can definitely tell with that foul off right there that he's picking up spin on this pitcher's off-speed stuff. Maybe expect a fastball on this next one.
A swing and a miss on a ball way out of the zone, and there's one away.
Pretty textbook pitching right there. Jump ahead in the count 0-2 and then start working outside the zone. Easier said than done, but that's the way you do it.
So now to the plate, Matt Schaefer. As he'll take a look at a curveball that drops in there on the outer half. It's strike one. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. The windup and the 0-1. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike two.
Man, this guy's really pitched well so far, attacking the strike zone, and he's really kept these hitters off balance.
Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. And here's a fastball on 0-2, but it misses. 1-2 now.
Well, this is an approach we've seen him use effectively lately. Set up the inside and then get him out with pitches away.
The 1-2.
Ball.
One out, nobody on. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Ready with another 2-2. And another foul ball. The 2-2 one more time. Gets him looking at the knees for the strikeout.
That's back-to-back punch-outs, and he's really starting to rack them up now, guys. I've got 8 strikeouts in my scorebook for him now, so he's got good stuff.
Standing in now, Max Stassi. As with 2 away, he'll swing and miss at the first pitch. It's 0-1. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. Here's the pitch. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2.
Made him look silly with that one.
2 out, nobody on. Count even at 2-2 to the Marlins catcher.
Yeah, and if you get a guy flailing at a pitch like that, heck, you're going to go out there and throw that same pitch till he proves he can lay off of it.
Line shot to third, and the side is retired. Miami down in order. 6th inning coming up. Still zip, zip. Now at the plate, Sammy Sosa. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one.
Sammy Sosa.
First offering on its way.
And when a guy starts leaving the curveball up, that's a sign he's beginning to tire a little bit out there. He's got to be able to get on top of that pitch or he's going to start getting hurt.
And they go away here. It's a called strike. 0-2. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. The 0-2 pitch.
Ball.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Coleman has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out.
The left fielder, number 24, Ito Suzuki.
Digging in now, Sito Suzuki. 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon. Here's the first pitch to him. Curveball looked at here for strike 1.
Ooh, I'm shocked he got away with that one, boys. Curveball right down the middle of the plate, and for him to take that pitch looking, he had to be sitting on something else, but he should have pulled the trigger.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2.
Hey, the fish ain't biting there on that 0-2 breaking ball, but you got to be careful because this pitcher might throw him another one.
Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field.
And that's just another base hit in a long line of many. Seems like he's been pitching from the stretch the entire game, but somehow he's still got a shutout going. We'll see how long he can make this last.
Now the Marlins skipper's up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And a change is in the offing, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. He'll depart with our score tied, and he'll still be accountable for the runner at first, and the best he can do is a no decision in this one. Anthony Driscoll enters to make an appearance on the mound as he inherits a runner at first with 1 out in the inning.
Number 7, Anthony Driscoll.
And prior to the first pitch, he'll look to first. Stepping in now, Jesse Padilla. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. The 1-0. Runner goes for second. A pitch out. The throw. And a good decision to pitch out that time as he is toast at second base.
We've seen a lot of that now with pitchers being quick to the plate with that slide step. Awfully difficult for base runners to get a good lead because the pitchers get the ball to the plate so quick.
Now the 2-0 home. The count now at 2-1. Two and 2 to the Cubs catcher. Bases are empty here with 2 men out.
Ball 3.
Just missed with the 2-2 count, and it runs full now.
3-2 counts are usually a time to challenge the hitter, but I think he'll be careful here. Shoot for the corner, and if you miss and you walk him, so what? That's better than him putting one in the seats.
Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Cubs are down quietly. Still no score. Armando Dominguez is going to come off the bench as he'll be asked to lead off the bottom of inning number 6.
Armando Dominguez.
And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
This is what fires me up right here. You don't get a chance to see this every day of the week. You got the reigning Cy Young Award winner squaring off against the reigning MVP. That's why you pay the price of admission.
Takes a pitch high and away for ball 1.
We're playing 11, 1-1.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Hit hard on the ground to first. Reined in. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Well, I think he got away with one right there. It was a fastball right down the middle, and he hit it hard, but he couldn't elevate it at all. Would have been a different story if he did.
Digging in once again, Brian Velez. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
1-1 the count. Now here's the pitch. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
Hey, that's the modern game right now. North-south. Elevate that high fastball and bury stuff in the dirt. Completely different from the east-west we came up playing.
And it's fouled away.
Hey, if you're going to get a swing on a pitch that far in off the plate, pretty much options are wide open.
And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
Hey, I know the idea is to try to get the guy to swing on a 2-2 pitch, right? But that one...
And this gets on him quickly here and deflects off him. And he'll get in there safely.
The batter, number 15, second baseman, J.J. Dean.
In now, J.J. Dean. And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. No hits to this point. Before the 0-1, he'll check on first. And the runner back. Here comes the 0-1. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1.
Hey, this guy's nasty on the mound, and to check swing and not chase that one puts himself right back in the count.
1-1. Runners on the move for second. Offered at and missed. Here's the throw. Is going to be far too late. That's a stolen base. So they still haven't picked up an extra base hit in this one, but that stolen base at least gets him a guy in scoring position.
Yeah, and I think that's exactly what the manager was thinking there, Matt. Hey, if we aren't driving the ball with any authority today, we need to make something happen in a different way. They only need a single to the outfield now to push a run across.
Runner at second here with 1 man out. And the runner's breaking for third. Popped him up. Padilla waits on it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Now batting, the third baseman, Paul
Striding into the box, Paul Walsh. Runner in scoring position with two gone. He's set and the pitch. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. Hit on the ground out to short. Throw in time and the side is retired. One left for Miami. We are still scoreless. Dan Vigil is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 11, Dan Vigil.
Ready for another chance. Jason Kipnis 0 for 2 for him to this point.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Now a check swing, but it's strike one anyway, says the home plate umpire. And he misses with it, 1-1. Now here's the pitch. Gets him to swing at a pitch down and out of the zone, 1-2. And he fouls this one off. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. And the pitch. 2-2.
Playing 2-2.
Here now the 2-2 is laid off and the count runs full.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Swing and a liner. And that's going to be a base hit. So there's the possible go-ahead run aboard to kick off the 7th.
Dan, how frustrating that must be. 8 pitch at bat, and he's able to work a base hit.
Dero, he threw everything but the kitchen sink at him. He threw off-speed pitches, fastballs, and on the 8th pitch, left one out over the plate. Just enough for a base hit.
Into the box now, Ryan Buckner, as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. Vigil is at least partially known for a good changeup, and it's not just any change of speed pitch. It dances all over the place. Hit down the line at first. Oh, and this is past him down the line. A fair ball. And they keep rolling here. Their runners at the corners with still nobody out.
Danny, how frustrating is this right here? First and third, you got problems all over the place.
You come right out of the dugout, right? You're starting an inning fresh. You're expecting to have a 1-2-3 inning. You look up and all of a sudden, first and third, nobody out. It's time to make some good pitches.
From the stretch. Cut fastball inside, ball 1.
Well, they've yet to hang a number on the scoreboard, but it looks like they've got a great opportunity from the breakthrough. Going to be pretty demoralizing if they can't.
Runners at the corners here, nobody out. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. From the stretch. And he takes a called third strike, and no help there as the go-ahead run stays at third with one away now.
It's been a really rough day for this lineup. There's really no other way to say it. Not a lot of good scoring opportunities, and when they've had them, like right now, it's just been an uphill battle for them to make anything positive happen.
At the plate, J.C. Embry, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory.
He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. One ball and one strike to the Cubs leadoff batter. And here's a slider that runs inside that time, and that'll keep him from diving out over the plate.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball and play hard.
High in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Swing and a fly ball, but shallow. And that's not going to do it. Dean ranges back, and he has it for out number 2.
Now batting, third baseman, Freddie Santiago.
Digging in, Freddie Santiago. And they're runners at the corners now. Here comes the first pitch.
Ball.
Ready with the 1-0.
No.
Well, both of those balls have been inside, so if I'm hitting, I'm looking for something I can get my arms extended on. Probably won't come back inside for a third time.
The 2-0 pitch.
No. 3 balls. No strike.
Well, this has been a long inning already, and I know he doesn't want it to get any longer. I expect a challenge pitch right here.
The 3-0 pitch.
3-1 with 2 on, and this is where you got to be geared up for something to drive. I don't think you can just groove him one right here. You still have to try to make a competitive pitch.
Lifted the other way out to left center. Long run for the center fielder. And he brings it down to end the inning as the go-ahead run is left stranded. Cubs strand a couple. And this is still a 0-0 ball game. And that'll bring Anthony Rizzo to the plate.
Not sure if this is a powerhouse pitching performance by both teams or bad hitting, but as we're moving late into this one, it's about time somebody puts something together to try to score a run.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. That evens it up 1-1. Now here it comes. Down low, 2 balls and a strike. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Hey, he's had great command all day. Want to see how aggressive he is in the zone with a 3-ball count.
Looking to fade his first walk. Here it comes. Count full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. And he lays off ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
Now in the box, Christopher Coleman. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Ball.
Go-ahead runs aboard here at first with nobody out. 2 balls, no strikes to the Miami center fielder.
Very impressive outing so far. His command has been spot on. Even when he misses his spot, it isn't out over the heart of the plate. He's throwing quality pitches.
Three and 0 now. Elvis Rodriguez will be next.
Ha!
3-1.
3-1.
Go-ahead runs aboard here at first with nobody out. Hit out of play, and it's a full count now. Here's the 3-2. Lifted the other way to left center. Long run for the center fielder. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out.
Now batting, right fielder, Elvis Rodriguez.
Stepping into the box, Elvis Rodriguez. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And through 6 1/3, he's about to hit the 100 pitch mark now.
Hey, you know, Matty V, this is all you can ask for as a manager in today's game in baseball. Very rarely do we see guys get through the 7th inning. So he's through the 6th here with 1 out, and Mark DeRosa, so far so good, a pretty decent outing.
Yeah, and I think it's going to be batter to batter here for the manager if he's going to continue to ride this hot hand or if he's going to go to the bullpen.
Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with 1 away. Just off the outside as he can't catch the corner.
A couple strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at-bat trying to get ahead and put himself in a good hitter's count.
The 2-1.
This is going to be an interesting at-bat. I think he has to be pitching for a strikeout here, so we'll see what kind of sequence he uses.
Looking to send him packing again. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Got him. And he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time.
That was a big strikeout there, guys. The best pitchers have the ability to strike guys out when they really need to. And that second out was really important at this point of the game. Could be something we look back on later when the game's over.
Into the box, Matt Schaefer, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. A ball and a strike. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Ready with the 1-1. Sent on the ground out to second. He's got it. On to first, and this will remain a tie ball game as the inning is over. So it's no runs on no hits, no errors, and a runner left. 8th inning coming up, and we still have no score. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Boyd Nunez is in out of the bullpen now as he'll be inserted into the number 6 spot following the double switch. Keith Maris is into the ball game as well as he'll slide into the pitcher's spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch. Ready to begin the 8th, and at the plate will be the speedy outfielder Pete Armstrong. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. Grounded weakly down the line toward third. Now here's the pitch. And look out as this one catches him, and a big mistake there as now the go-ahead run is aboard to lead off the inning.
Well, he might be feeling a little bit of a sting there, but he can take comfort in knowing that he represents the go-ahead run. That could turn out to be a huge hit by pitch.
Ready for another shot now. Sammy Sosa. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. In his career, Sosa is a great guy to have at the plate in a spot where the long ball would be big. He's got over 400 of them in his career.
And he loves the moment. Period. The end. He loves the moment. And this pitcher knows it and knows how many homers he's hit in his career. Don't be surprised if he nibbles in this situation.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
If you've been paying attention, the guy on the mound does not want to come inside. If I'm at the plate, I'm leaning out over.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
This would be an absolute terrible start to the inning. After drilling the first guy, you can't allow the second guy to reach base via the walk.
Here it is. The 3-0 is laid off, but in there for strike 1.
1 strike.
Go-ahead runs aboard here at first with nobody out. And he misses with it, ball 4, so the potential go-ahead run moves into scoring position now.
The left fielder, number 24.
Alexi Maldonado will come on now and pinch run here.
Now running at first for the Cubs.
Digging in and looking for more, Sito Suzuki.
Maldonado.
From the stretch, here's the pitch.
Ball.
The 1-0.
Hey, it looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
None out, runners at first and second. Lifted in the air toward the line and right, but this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. The 1-2. Lays off. 2-2 now.
Man, this guy's a grinder. Fouls off good pitches and doesn't seem to swing at the ones just off the corner. This guy's a pitcher's nightmare.
Looking for the K. Here's the pitch. Yanked on the ground down the line. But a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. And he lays off, so it's full now, 3-2.
Hey, this has been an epic at-bat right here. I don't blame the pitcher for a little nibbling right there. Maybe get a swing and a miss. He didn't bite on that one, so now we go full count.
Ground ball sent back up the middle, and that is through into center field, a base hit. Oh, and it's off target, and he'll be safe at third. The run comes across to score, and they jump ahead 1-0.
Dan, you'll take RBIs any way you can get them, but when they give your team the lead in the late innings, man, that feels good.
Oh, it especially does, especially when you start to score runs late in the game off of quality pitching. When runs are at a premium, that's one makes you feel really good about yourself.
At the plate now, Jesse Padilla, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. Runners at the corners here, nobody out. Now a throw over, and he's back standing. And he drops a changeup right down Broadway for a called strike.
He struggled a bit coming out of the bullpen here, so he needed that strike. Maybe it settles him down a little bit.
Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. From the belt, kicks and deals. He pulls this one into right. Catch is made. Here comes the runner from third. And this throw gets away from him. And that'll plate their second run of the game as they take a 2-0 lead.
Well, that wasn't your standard sac fly hit. It was hit pretty low and hard, so it wasn't a given they were going to send it. But they did, and they add a number to the run column.
Stepping up now, Jason Kipnis. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. Here comes the first pitch.
No ball. 1 strike.
The 0-1 delivery.
No,
now a changeup, but it misses just a little below the zone. And now a fastball, but he's able to hold off on it, and it's 2-1 now. Still only one out in the inning. Throw over to the bag, and the runner back easily. Ready with 2 balls and a strike. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. But this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. Throw over to first. And a dive, but he's back in there. Runners on first with 1 down. Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out.
In a double play situation, you kind of expect most pitches to be down in the zone, hoping for a ground ball. So that was an interesting pitch selection to go up in the zone. I think he caught him off guard a little bit.
To the plate now, Ryan Buckner, as he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. Fastball just a bit low here. He's behind 2-0 now.
Now this is the kind of count this guy feeds on at the plate. You can bet he's geared to hit the fastball right here.
To short. He's right there. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 man left on. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. The Cubbies are in front 2-0. Alexi Maldonado will stay in the game, taking over in right field and batting in the 8th spot.
Number 33, Alexi Maldonado.
Leading off the inning, Max Stassi, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan of hoop and a blast? They could certainly use that right now.
Swing and a liner. Just foul. The 0-1 delivery. Now a fastball that's taken close that time, but it's 1-1.
Well, he's thrown a lot of pitches in this one, but it's not like he's walking a bunch of guys. Only 1 free pass to this point, but they're still making him work really hard.
1-2 now. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. The 1-2.
Ball. 2-2.
Right side. Fielded cleanly. And there's 1 down now.
Now batting, the right fielder, Keith Mayer.
Up next from Miami, Keith Maris, and he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. Now the pitch. And he'll miss the target away with a fastball. It's 1-0. Bases are empty, 1 man out. High and deep down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. This one skied out toward right. Maldonado is over to his right as he puts this one away. 2 down.
The left fielder, number 00, Brian Velez.
Digging in to try it again, Brian Velez. They're quickly down to their final 4 outs here tonight. Here comes the first pitch. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
Shocked he didn't let it fly right there. Usually you're looking for a fastball elevated to get the party started.
1-1 to the Marlins leadoff hitter. Hit out towards second. Reined in. Off balance throw. Gets him. Nice play there as the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins. They're down 2-0. Diego Barrera enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th.
Diego Barrera.
Jimmy Grimes will try to get his club a little 9th inning insurance as he'll grab a bat to pinch hit, leading things off here. Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. The 1-0.
Ball, no. Ball, no.
To be honest with you, I'm a little bit more afraid of the guy on deck than the guy that's up right now. If I'm on the mound, I want this guy up right now. He's the guy that's got to beat me.
The 3-0.
Yeah.
Late on that one as it's fouled off to the left side. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
It looked like this at bat had the makings of a leadoff walk when it started 3-0. So that's a good job not to give in and battle back to earn the strikeout. That's not always easy to do.
In now, J.C. Embry, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball, 1-0. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. The 1-0 home. Misses, ball 2. Marlins have some action in the bullpen now as a right-hander is up and throwing. And a good eye that time to lay off the fastball. It's 3-0. Pitch on the way. Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire, so it's ball 4.
Oh, man, that check swing was about as close as they get. Tough call for the umpire, but it goes the batter's way this time, and he draws the walk.
The next Cub up, Freddie Santiago, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
One of the things this guy would like to do from the left side is swing it a little bit better against right-handed pitching. This guy has decent numbers, but not great numbers against right-handed pitchers.
And another throw over. And a dive, but he's back in. First pitch of the at-bat. Now a throw over, and he'll get back in safely. And again a throw, keeping particularly close tabs on him. Here's a fastball at the knees. Good spot, good pitch, and it's 0-2.
After falling down 0-2 on the same pitch, don't be shocked if he triples up on it.
Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes.
Now batting.
So coming to the plate, Pete Armstrong. He was drilled by a pitch his last time up.
Yeah, Matty, you're not lying. Last time up, squared right in the back. Hopefully it doesn't stiffen up. I want to see if he can get through something right here.
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Hey, great job pounding the zone. Strike 1. When you got a great hitter in the box, got to get ahead. Count leverage is a must.
A runner on first with 2 away. Fouled off. Working for the punch out and the offering.
Ball.
Now that's popped up. Dean is calling for it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Cubs strand 1. They're up 2-0. Thomas Nicholas enters the game to finish this one off here in the bottom of the ninth.
Number 1, Thomas Nicholas.
So striding in, J.J. Dean. And Dan, what's gone wrong for this lineup today? They're only 3 outs away from being shut out.
Boy, you know, I just haven't seen a lot of fight in these at-bats. Now, of course, plenty of credit goes to that pitching, but the effort on the offensive side has been pretty lethargic watching from up here in the booth, Matt.
Yeah, I would imagine it feels the same from watching in the stands in this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a ball 1-0. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Armstrong is there, and that is a big first out here to start inning number 9. The Cubs are into their bullpen now, as there are the final numbers for their starter. It was a really nice day on the mound for him.
Yeah, he looked really dialed in from start to finish. This is the kind of outing you hope for every time you go out there. So I think he'll feel pretty good about the effort he put forth in this one.
Stepping in now, Paul Walsh. Kipnis is there, and folks are starting to head for the exits now. 2 gone here in the ninth.
The first baseman, Anthony Rizzo.
So here's the cleanup hitter for Miami, Anthony Rizzo. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the ninth. First pitch on its way. Not close with that one. It's way above the strike zone. The 1-0. Fouled away. Two-run game, last of the ninth with 2 away. High and deep to right center. Racing back, the right fielder. Still going back. Gone all the way into the upper deck. And there it is. 500 home runs. A huge moment in his amazing career.
Oh, it really is, Matt. The 500 home run club is a super exclusive group of the best power hitters ever. So this is just great to see. Congrats to him. I'm pretty sure we're looking at a future Hall of Famer right now. His career has been absolutely remarkable to follow, and I'm happy to see him eclipse this magic number.
Standing in now, Christopher Coleman. Popped him up. Santiago shading to his right, makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
Well, that's not exactly how you draw it up. He gave up a long ball to make it interesting, but it was the only run he gave up, and he hangs on to collect the save.
Pitching and defense game, 2-1 the final score this afternoon. The Cubbies came through late, taking the lead in the 8th to secure the victory. Trevor Bauer with his 4th win this season. Thomas Nicholas closes the door for the save, his 8th of the season. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.